If you're deciding between Tempe, Chandler, or Gilbert, watch this video before you decide to buy. I'm going to be breaking down what $500,000 gets you in three of the East Valley's hottest cities in Tempe, Chandler, and Gilbert. So to start, why $500,000? Well, $500,000 is right around the median average price in the Phoenix Metro Valley area. So the good news for you is that in many other markets, $500,000 gets you much, much less. But here you get quality, lifestyle, and future investments with $500,000. So for that, let's dig into the cities. What $500,000 gets you in Tempe? Well, right here, it gets you 3-bed, 2-bath. A lot of older homes in general just in Tempe. So sometimes ranging between the 1960s and 1980s. But the interiors are a lot nicer and updated. Here in Tempe, you get, of course, swimming pools, palm trees. Home of Arizona State University, which is my home and where I go to school, is a lot more of the energetic between the three. Very lively, just a lot more going on in Tempe. You know, when you go around Tempe and you see downtown Mill, there's a lot of nightlife over there, a lot of busy and noise around Tempe. So in Tempe, the average days on the market is 70, and another thing to note is the average price per square foot is $318. And then my favorite part about Tempe and buying homes in Tempe is that if you are looking for a rental purchase or an investment, the potential is huge here. As you guys know, we are near Arizona State University, which means that thousands of students look to move into houses and rent with their friends. So that means that you can go ahead and rent these out to students while making income, passive income. Speaking of students, I know if you're a student who is looking to get into the game of real estate, or not too long removed from graduation, and you're currently working here in Arizona and you're young, I have lender recommendations who have different loan packages and different down payment assistances that can find something for you if you want to build equity here in Arizona. Another way to do it is if you have family members that can gift you, or a co-signer. Those are different ways that I've seen students be able to build equity and get into the game of real estate at this age and in this area. House hacking is something that I see a lot of ASU students do, where they go and they buy a property in Tempe, Arizona. They go and live into one room, and then they rent the house out to friends, and then they can continue living there and then rent it out to their friends, or when they graduate, it's other students looking. It's called house hacking. That's a way to use it as your primary residence, and then also get certain loans for that, and then use that as passive income as well, or just to pay off the mortgage. Chandler shifts the game. So if you're looking for a little bit more space, stronger tech presence, maybe planning kids or newer homes, this might be the spot for you. Also for dual income couples, Chandler's a great place to settle down. The schools are great in Chandler, but to see what $500,000 gets you in Chandler, we'll look at right here. We got a property in Chandler recently listed on the MLS. So Chandler, you can find between 3 to 4 beds with $500,000. Swimming pools, of course, a lot bigger, spacier homes. Newer builds in Tempe. So I would say we're on the 90s and the 2000s, maybe in the 2010s. The average median price in Tempe is about $530,000 as of September 2025, so a little bit higher than Tempe. The price per square foot is $287 here. There are some other options here in Chandler, Arizona. Just a lot nicer, calmer suburbs homes here that could be to your liking. Next up, we have Gilbert. So if you're thinking lots of space, a lot of community, and great future investment potential, this is where you'd look at. So Chandler is almost like, it's a very underrated luxury compared to Scottsdale. So with $500K, you can get a lot newer constructions, a lot newer builds here in Gilbert. So I would say 2010s builds, nicer, newer homes. The interiors are nice, a lot of family-friendly zones. So you can get, between 3 to 4 bedrooms here in Gilbert. Gilbert, though, because of its newer presence and newer builds, it's a little bit more expensive than Chandler and Tempe. but it often comes with a lot newer and more amenities here. Here are some more Gilbert homes here. Again, it's a quieter neighborhood, but the luxury is there. You can see the lifestyle improvements. Whatever you are looking for, we can probably find it between Tempe, Chandler, or Gilbert, or even Scottsdale. Scottsdale is very premium, a lot going on in Scottsdale. There's also different cities like Mesa that can be of your liking, but whatever you're looking for, Arizona has it here, especially in the East Valley. Go look at Queen Creek, which is a very popular, a nice young spot to go. I would say Gilbert, if you got if you're young and you got some wealth and some money, this is a great spot to go. And then you're looking to eventually grow a family. Downtown Gilbert is extremely underrated. There's lots of trails and farmers markets. It's just a great spot. If you're looking for a more of the suburbs, but not too far away from everything else. So to recap, we got Tempe, Arizona, and Tempe, Arizona has it's more central, a lot younger presence with Arizona State University, and it has a great, investment upside. If we move on to Chandler, Chandler has great balance, lots of space, and great tech and jobs, and great for families. And then lastly, Gilbert over here, which is a lot of premium family, a vibe, a premium lifestyle, and has a lot of long-term growth, and it has the same community layering as Chandler. So the question isn't what's the best for everyone. The question is what's the best fit for your lifestyle, your budget, and then your future. If you guys would just want more information about these cities or about the city that you're potentially looking into, feel free, definitely DM me, and I'll be over there to get you more market information, more things to do, whatever you would like. I'm a resource here and realtor here in Arizona, looking to serve the communities and help you guys find your next dream home and build wealth here in the Valley. Overall, the numbers do matter, but your lifestyle matters ultimately much, much more. That's why I love showing you this part of Arizona and the things and the amenities about the East Valley that make it special beyond just the price. So if you're ready to make a move or you just want to make a plan, I can walk you through your options. What's the best budget for the right city for you, and ultimately we can just map out steps so you can start taking action on what you want. DM me Arizona or book your free buyer game plan session, which is in my bio, to get started.